Previously on American Truck Simulator. Thanks. Yeah, I know. But I was a bit wide myself. You're not going to move, are you? You're going to be an absolute bugger. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for that. It's completely... The look on his face blank as he smashed into my truck. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're on a journey. We're on a journey across Texas, of all places. Yes, Texas. No, we knew we were going across Texas. We're trying to get from. Well, I think we started in. Oh, where were we? We were in New Mexico, weren't we? I think we were in Las Cruz over here. Cruz? Yeah. And we're going all the way over here through Houston to Galveston. Galveston. That sounds like a great place, actually. It sounds like some kind of, I guess, some kind of GoBot or Transformer. Galveston Transform. Yeah, so we're going there anyway. So it'll be probably something else completely. I don't know anything about Galveston. Houston, is that where the NASA is? I don't know, because down here is Brownsville, which is where our man SpaceX has moved to, isn't it? That's his location, or was always his location. I don't know. SpaceX is down here, basically, at the end of that road. It's not called SpaceX, though. It's called Space something or other. Anyway, so we've got quite a long journey to go. We've got 610 miles to go, 10 hours and 13 minutes, but that's okay, because we've had a good sleep, and we're ready to go. So we're going to go straight across. It's pretty, to be fair, it looks like a pretty straightforward journey. Just a straight line, nothing like it. A couple of straight lines across the place. One thing about being a newer nation in the world is you didn't have to go through sorting out your road system, which was pretty awful in the United Kingdom. It's still awful in the United Kingdom. It always amuses me when I go up into Scotland that it's kind of the roads going vertically are absolutely fine, but if you want to go horizontally across the country, forget it. The roads are almost always awful, apart from in the Central Belt, which is the bit that basically Central Belt is kind of Glasgow and Edinburgh, and a little bit across that way. Those ones are fine. They've got good links between them, but that's it. Everywhere else, absolutely awful. The roads are just terrible. So even some of the most serious roads of the whole lot. Yes, we've got cars on the back of it. Yes, even some of the most serious of roads haven't got the bits and pieces. Now, somebody said something in the comments, and I can't remember who it was. Hatman said something in the comments, and I can't remember what he said. Hatman, I really do apologise about what I've said. I think you might be right. I think it's diesel. I think you probably need to get some diesel before I go. I think it's probably worth doing. Super juice for a few dollars. Oh look, burger. Buy any burger and a large drink for $1. That sounds really cheap. Does that really happen in America? This is really, 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 really cheap. That can't be a good burger for $1, can it? Don't know. Anyway, we'll fill this bad boy up. There's another $200 worth of $269 worth of fuel. Let's start this up and let's get out of here as we cowboy through the countryside. Somebody said in the what was that? Is Cowboy the name of the truck driver in Smoking the Bandit? I think he is, isn't he? I think it's Cowboy. Should have called Smoking the Bandit 3 though, Cowboy. That's what they should have just called it, just sort of like I don't know. I'm coming over. You stay there, car behind me. Right. Anyway, yes. So Smoking the Bandit. I'm sure it's Cowboy. Definitely Cowboy. Now I'm really racking my brains now on that one. Smokey and the Bandit, that classic movie, probably of its time. That certainly isn't the of a movie that kind of will be acceptable in the 2020s. Definitely not an acceptable movie, but still a damn good movie if you're of the age where you liked it. I mean, those are the days, weren't they? I mean, it was that was a very masculine man in the sense of our man. Burt Reynolds, very masculine, lovely moustache, beautiful moustache. Did actually have that off for a few movies, There was a couple of times when when Bert didn't have the moustache. Rest in peace of Bert, though. I'm afraid he's passed away. He's an old man now, of course. If he was starring in the 70s and 80s, he was definitely of a particular age at this point. Anyway, we're making our way across the countryside, so we'll do the old GPS down the bottom corner. Bottom right-hand corner is the GPS. Apparently I've got to put another... Oh, that's right. Sorry about this, Bobster. You said I need to put another one of those mirrors on the other side. I don't know if you can put one on the other side, though. I'm sure there's only one mirror. I'll check, though. I'll check. So it's apparently his OCD's going bonkers because I've only got one mirror that I can see down that side with. You're right, it's wrong, but anyway. So GPS, bottom right hand corner. Bottom right hand corner, we've got our GPS and it's telling the speed. So 63 miles per hour, automatic 13, so that's gears. I'm in. Followed by the damage to the truck, which I have done a little bit of damage. You can see the wheels are kind of a bit orange. It slowly goes red, and then finally it breaks down. About 80% you see real problems with your truck. I think even at 60% it's pushing it a bit. But I've managed to destroy an entire truck. So can't remember which episode it was, but I managed to destroy it. It's definitely happened. Followed by our fuel, which I've just refueled, so we're absolutely full to the brim with our beautiful diesel, the brown stuff. And then we've got the bed that slowly goes blue, and we should be able to make it all the way here because in the US you can travel longer before you're fatigued. So I think this is down to the sort of taco element of it. You can travel for a lot longer in the US. So we're just going to get up to speed. We're going to trundle through the countryside, making our way through Texas. I like saying Texas. Anyway, and yes, and then we've got the envelope, which I always say is sadly underused. First 10 episodes of this series, you really have to have a look at it to see. It's cruise control turned on. You really have to see what it's used for, which is basically to tell you how to buy a truck and the initial missions of the game. Nothing very exciting, to be honest with you, in the scale of things. I think it should have missions in it. It does update with DLC, but it's really a missed opportunity. Anyway, so 75, we're just accelerating to. I'm just going to leave it at 80, see if we can get through here on the other side. Have we passed into Texas now? Is that the reason why I have to do 75? Possibly. No, it's just that passing that point there in the game. So anyway, then we've got our time, which is 9. Oh God, that's close. 9:31 a.m. Good to travel through the day. Nice to see the countryside. I like the night sometimes, but something like this, we really want to be traveling through the day. That's definitely what we want to be doing. As we're traveling through touching the side of that, it's rumbling because they rumble. Lost that truck, I think. Travelling through the day, so we're going to get in at 6:13 p.m. Spot on, like that, good timing. It's 507 miles, 8 hours and 28 minutes. It's plenty of time on this journey for me to drink coffee and discuss the nature of life. Anyway, if you watch the Euro Truck one, it's a very weird Euro Truck one. It was a short one. Ran out of town that week. I'd had a migraine that week as well, so the other week, and I was feeling a bit worse aware, so I didn't get a chance to. I'm just gonna ease off a little bit here because I need to know whether I need to come across. I do, I think. 55 is the speed limit. Brake. Oh no, I need to go back. Damn. Anyway, so yeah, so it's been a bit of a week for me. I'm going to put this on for some shots of me causing aggravation down the road as we go past this. Roadworks ahead. Look at that way that truck's just parked to use that. I wonder if I can deliver one of them. That'd be kind of cool. And then exiting the roadworks already. Okay. Plenty of my truck anyway. Right, okay, let's press F3 and bring back the old GPS. Anyway, so if you listen to the Euro Truck one, it's kind of this odd sort of I'm sort of doing a quick one. Been a long week. Not really fitting this in. I had a leaving do on the Saturday, which is why life got in the way a little bit. So I had a leaving do, and I had lots of other things. We have a chap coming to replaster our kitchen, and he wanted all the tiles off. And of course, there's extra charges extra if you don't take the tiles off yourself, because I'm no tiler. I'm not even going to attempt it. So we needed to strip that down. So there was the kitchen to be done. Of course, I've been out drinking, and it was day drinking as well. So I was very sensible though. I drank a local microbrewery's ale, which is really quite nice. It's called Corby Blonde. That's what it's called. Very much a quite a sweet ale, but very tasty, but very cheap, because it's literally the destination from the brewery to the actual public house selling it was the old pub. Is literally about 10 miles. So yeah, it's very much a local brand. I only bought it, I think, first time round because it looked cheap and it was like a local ale. And I don't mind ale. I'm not worried about beer or ale or whatever else it is. I do like an ale sometimes. I think the best one I ever drank years ago. And it was so sweet to the taste. It was nutty and sweet all at the same time. It's really sweet, but extremely potent. With an alcohol content of 9.5%, or it certainly was in my day, was one called Old Tom. And you'd suggest that tastes disgusting, but actually it tasted beautiful, and it went down lovely. But 9.5, only a couple of those, and you would fall out of your seat with the strength of this thing, especially if you took time over the whole thing. But I had a few jars, a few pints of the old blonde, and then the young'uns with me. Young'uns, listen to me. I sound like I'm very old. But the young'uns with me, they decided that it was then a good time to have a blue vodka and lemonade, which looks really cool, actually, I have to admit, with the ice in it and the vodka and the lemonade. The vodka sits at the bottom and it sort of seeps into the lemonade above, and it looks kind of this gradiented sort of blue vodka with the whole thing. It's kind of I'll admit, I'll be honest, quite tasty, really. Quite like that. However, you did have to stir the vodka in, otherwise you just got hip vodka at the bottom. So there's a little bit of shuffling it around, but it was quite tasty as well, to be honest with you. Apparently, it was cheaper than anything else you were drinking there. So then I came home, bought dinner for everybody, and as I say, been a bit of a nightmare with sort of various sort of I guess domestical things. Domestical, is that a word? I don't think it is a word, but we'll use it. It's my word now. We've got domesticals. So we have a domestics it is. Anyway, so yeah, one of those weekends. I hope your weekend was interesting. I hope it was okay. I'm going to try and get these videos out earlier this week. However, if I don't, they'll be out for the weekend. I think I'm probably going to go out for the weekend simply because it gives me a bit of free time that I've not had for a while, especially as I'm off at the moment. So I've certainly got the week off, and I'm looking forward to a second week off with the family and the kids and all this kind of stuff, and that means I can squeeze a few more things in. I've got some boxes I need to open and all kinds of things. It made me laugh though the other day though. I saw on the old internet, and I have a long running series called What's on the Tape, where I sort of search through old tapes, and I see somebody else has got one called What's on the Floppy, or What's on that Floppy, should I say. What's on that floppy? I don't know if their series has been longer than mine, but it looks like some danger ahead. Some smashing of vehicles. There'll be more danger when I'm flying like that through the place, though. Anyway, but yes. So what's on that What's on that floppy? Somebody's got a series called, which made me laugh because I don't know whether I inspired them or they inspired me. One of the two. So it's my long series of has been very well received by certain elements of the world, which is really good. So I'm gonna pull. No, not pull over yet. I'm just gonna continue on down the road here. So actually, for a straight line, it's not. It's very, very windy. That's a police cruiser in front, so we'll just let them go. Right, I'm gonna drink my coffee now. Oh, that is good. That is a really good cup of coffee. Oh, that's what Hatman said. It was Hatman. Hatman, you suggested that I change the chassis on this thing slightly, or go and find a bigger tank when I get a chance to go one of the stations. Yes, I'm with you on that, Hatman. Definitely. I want to pay off one of these blooming loans first, though. I think my worry is that although I've got a really good driver who's generating a good income, Daniel Radcliffe, he works for me. He's been oh, I need to go off this one. I can see in the mirror in front, but I need to go off this one. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is one of my employees. After the acting gig, of course, he was unable to find any further work, so he was forced to take a job driving trucks across the United States. I'm assuming that had some licensing issues, though, because being a Brit in the Americas, I'm sure he'd have to get one of those green cards. I think that's the word, isn't it? Green card. It's a movie years ago with Gerard Juppé, or whatever it's called, Frenchman anyway, about getting a green card and sort of doing it the sneaky way by marrying a national and not doing all of the bits and pieces. Then getting caught by immigration and being asked to do his sort of tests to make sure that he was a forthright American citizen and that he really was living with the wife that he was living with. But anyway, so yeah, load of rubbish realistically. But anyway, let's go here. I think we need to look out for spy balloons next, don't we? On the next episode. Don't think there'll be any in this. There's been a lot of shooting down spy balloons in the US at the moment. There's been a lot of weather balloons getting shot out of the sky. I'm sure they are spy. I just find it amusing because it used to be about satellites. Do you remember it was about satellites once upon a time? In the 80s, it was about satellites. Russian satellites spying on the US. And I'm sure there's blooming tons of those, and the rest of the world as well. But there was, it was satellites once upon a time, and now it's balloons. I mean, low-tech solution saves a lot of money, I guess. Oh, Daniel Radcliffe's leveled up. But I suppose it saves a lot of money, doesn't it? Doing balloons. I mean, you just pop a whole lot of GoPros on it and send it over. Connect it to Starlink and have yourself a free whatever else it is. It's probably all it is, to be honest with you. So anyway, oh look, we've got a question mark coming up. This could be some sightseeing. I'm looking forward to it. Mason and Austin that way. Lovely little bandstand there. Don't really use those nowadays. I mean, they've really kind of gone out of fashion, aren't they? Once upon a time, people would go to the park to listen to the music, and now we kind of don't do that kind of thing. It's really a lot of stuff that's gone out of fashion, isn't there? There's a little pool there. Quite like that. There's a little pool. Oh, my poor wife has got the ironing board out. Means it's time to iron some underwear. Do you still iron the underwear? Yep, still irons the underwear. I've just run through a red light like an idiot. I thought I was okay to go. That's right, she is correct. She says that you always have to have clean underpants for when you're in an accident, so you have to be clean and ironed. So I'm not sure why the paramedics are interested in your underwear, but I guess that's something the paramedics need to work out amongst themselves. Where is this point? I really want to see this point. I want to see this. Is it in the bank or is it just around the corner? Wherever it is, I want to. Oh, there it is. Is it on the road up there? Is it green up the road? Can you see that? Like right in the distance, in the middle of my view there.
Go straight on.
Is it there? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it is there. Oh, the light's gone green. Oh, how the hell am I going to get to that? That's going to be a tough one to get to. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to swerve across the road to get to that one, aren't I? It's not going to happen. Well, you never know. Well, I've got to turn the traffic density up. I still haven't done the blooming video on it. If I have done the video, it'll be in the bottom in the description below. But if it hasn't, it's to be done. I've turned up the traffic to 3 from the original 1, which is where the developer set it. It's for testing purposes, the reason why they did that. So the traffic density could be increased from... There's a lot of things that can be increased. You can increase the number of pedestrians. I suppose you can put like hundreds of the buggers on their screen. You know, all wandering around, milling around, not doing anything they should. This is so tempting. So tempting. It's just there. I can see it. I can smell it. I can't... there's no way to get across to that right now. No, next time. Next time. Next time. Oh, let's look at this. It's that beautiful building there. It's going to circle around. Wherever that is. It's a memorial of some sort. What's that memorial? Somebody can tell me. Gillespie County House. So that'll be your courthouse, I guess. Oh, look at that. I mean, that... Do you know, so that for me, that way that building's flat, with a flat roof, and the frontage is high on it, to make it look like it's a bigger building, but it's not. It's actually quite a low building, but there's a cheat going on with the edge of that building. That's blooming brilliant. Do you know something? It's a set from a western for me now. Very much. I love the high idea of putting that wall on there. It's such a cheat, but brilliant at the same time. I'm loving this little town. Real deal. I've been through some little towns recently, actually. Some very beautiful little towns. Some absolutely wonderful little towns. I wasn't going to say much more about that, to be honest with you. There, you got a little periods of silence there. I just stopped to enter some beautiful little towns. No, they were. We went through into Scotland, and I'm sure I probably mentioned this, and went to a place called Selkirk. It's a beautiful little town. Very. I would assume that there's plenty of money there because the buildings are beautiful and big and sort of and sandstone in sort of yellow sandstones and brickwork and stuff. So I can assume it's an affluent area, or certainly loved by the gentry. Look at that! I love little creeks going through. Creek? Have I used the right term? Oh look, that's definitely vineyards. Gillespie is obviously a town of vineyards. I'm going to try and overtake this truck. I haven't really got the horsepower for this, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Just going to lock us in at 65 and try and get past him. Oh God! I'm all over the place. I'm watching mirrors instead of actually watching road. Oops. Really upset him there. Probably caused him to brake violently. Right, let's get up to 75 miles per hour. GPS down there on the screen as well. Kind of like it in the bottom corner of the screen though, so we know what we're doing. Using that small percentage, let's look at it. 12th maybe of the screen? 12th? Get a 12th of the screen. Went to the one of those very famous fast food brands the other day and got one of their famous burgers. And some fries, kind of like that. Don't do it too often, but you know, it's one of those things you can do it on everything in moderation. Life is better that way. There's a weird bit of junction going on here. This is like a roundabout with. What's going on with that car? Oh, we're getting a picture. Oh, it's hilarious. We're getting a picture. It looks like the Tesla has gone underneath. Yeah, we're on a picture here with this one. I'm going to pull up right beside it in a second and we'll have a look. If this truck will move. See if we can get past it and get a view. Okay, that's a new one. Computer cars, you see, traffic density increased, and they react differently. So it is a thing that they do. They do react slightly differently when you've got different bits and pieces on the or different density. It does cause more accidents, which is brilliant. It's more, well, brilliant in the right way, you know, not brilliant to see poor NPCs dying in flaming infernos. I was watching a movie the other day, a 1981. I guess you could call it a horror movie. 1981 horror movie. Bit weird. Very much couldn't be made nowadays. It was called Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. It was called. Very early role for Bill Paxton, the gentleman who was Hudson in Aliens. Very early role for that man. Very hitting some taboos kind of thing. And I think nowadays it would be definitely not a thing. And I've forgotten what my point was of it, to be honest with you. I don't know what I was getting to with that. Oh, I've completely lost my train of thought on there. But early role anyway for Bill Paxton. I'm trying to remember what was. Wow, seriously, that's just annoyed me. I was on a roll there, and I've forgotten entirely what it was. I'm really sorry. Put in the comments what I was meant to be talking about. Well, something. It'll be an Americanism, I would think. I was thinking of. We were seriously influenced in the 80s and 90s, you know, by American movies and other things. These are the times when the usual channels are sort of ITVs and BBCs. They went stateside to collect their various sort of movies and things like that. That was and TV shows. This is why we all grew up with Knight Rider and the A-Team and many other. Baywatch and Fall Guy. Automan. Do you remember Automan? That's pretty much pushing it if you remember Automan. I always quite liked Automan. Didn't he drive I'm sure he drove. Shit. Yeah, okay. He pulled out into me. Do you know something? I knew he was going to do it, but I didn't expect him to do that. Yeah. We had a digest of that kind of thing. It's a man with his chickens and on the back of his. Look at that! Look at that side road. It's blocked by the tractor, but it looks so nice. Loving it. What's this on the side of the road here? Something. It's a something. I get sidetracked by this. Oh look, Texas got its own signs. Texas 71. Why has Texas got 71? It's down there in the bottom right hand corner. I'm looking on there. Why does its highways have Texas 71 on it? Train. One of them tall trains as well with the double carriage things. Blooming brilliant. Whoa, don't come off. No. No. Gosh. Can't take me anywhere. I'm all over the place here. 195 miles to go though. You'll be pleased to know. I've only got to go a little bit further to park this thing. 94,000 in the bank. 94,000. My Daniel Radcliffe, the driver. Awesome. Not to be confused with the other one that looks exactly the same as him. I can't remember his name now. Oh, what was his name? Elijah Wood. That's it. Not to be confused with Elijah Wood. I can't even tell the difference between the two of them. One was in Harry Potter and one was in the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. So they're not the same person. Bloody look like each other. I would put them in the same movie just for that reason. You know, give them a call up and say to their agents, you know, we want to put them in the movie. We want to call them twins or something like that. Some kind of because didn't Daniel Radcliffe go on to do some creepy horrors? I think he did, didn't he? And Elijah Wood went on to do some sort of what I would call sort of the artier movies, because he was in Everything's Illuminated, which was quite a good movie actually. Quite a nice story, that one. Quite enjoyed that one. And one of them was dead, weren't they, in a movie? Was that Daniel Radcliffe was dead in a movie where it was like a Swiss Army man or something like that? It's very weird. They went on to do some weird stuff. And then there's one that was in Horns, and I don't know whether that was Elijah Wood or whether that was Daniel Radcliffe, but blooming same person, you know. I wonder if they think that, you know. Oh, there's a ranch, somebody's ranch. I wonder if they think that, you know, when people see them at the you know, I don't know if they go to Oscars and all that kind of stuff. I saw a photo of the Oscars. That's coming up soon, isn't it? Oh, buffalo, bison. Used to roam. Are they still? Are they not? They're not an endangered species though. They used to roam in herds, didn't they, across the US? Don't think they are an endangered species. I think they're being bred now properly. Big animals. I've seen them actually. Very big, very big, very big cattle. You know, we'll get some Americanisms in there with the old steers. Steers. Is that? I think that's where you count them as sort of products, don't you? When they're steers. There's some cattle over there. Look. Oh, look at this. Oh, sugar. Apart from that, which is really annoying. 55. Look at that. I'm really liking that. Way station. You can bypass the nearby way station. I can bypass it, so I don't have to go anywhere. It's fair enough. Where is the nearest way station? It must be coming up soon. I think that's a lovely expanse. One of my favourite things about early sort of 80s movies is often the expanse. So there'll be panning shots which were made by helicopters back in the day rather than drones as they are now. Everybody can do shots now with drones. There's the way station. I'm not going to the way station. I don't need to. I can bypass it apparently. Down there. And a Portaloo just sat in the middle of nowhere. Wow. It's almost like it's the intro sequence to The Walking Dead, but with moving vehicles. It feels a bit like that, you know, when the cars are all going down the way and they're coming out at the beginning. I don't know what city that is though. I want to say Atlanta. It's not Texas, obviously, because Texas and Atlanta different places. I don't even know where Atlanta is, to be honest. Oh God. Anyway, what's I saying? My bed's filling up nicely now, by the way. Look at that. It should be illegal to text and drive. Most definitely. Taking away your concentration on the road. Look at me driving it on digitally and I can't do it. Warbird. I love saying that. 4 lanes. 4 lanes of traffic. Where are we going through? Houston? Can't be quite there yet. Cafe Club. Oh, Phoenix Burgers look good. Oh God, stop looking at food! Taking 2 lanes. Just look, I didn't hit anything there. Thankfully, I didn't get into trouble for that car when it struck me earlier. Right, I'm going to drink coffee while we're going under this bridge. This is very cool. Look at it. That coffee is good. I'm going to come over because I've not got a Beaumont or Beaumont. See, I would go with it looks like beauty. So, have I missed the lane? No, Galveston. That one. Whoa. Not liking that much. Yeah, I would go with Beaumont, but it'll be Beaumont, won't it? It'll be definitely Beaumont. There's a photo opportunity there. You can pause the game here and take a photo with the camera mode of these buildings here. As we pass it, Dallas Street. We're maybe in Dallas. Oh, there's a helicopter, look. And a plane! Whoa! Oh God, get under control. Don't go outside of the vehicle. I should stop looking outside the vehicle. So first it takes away from the immersion, and second off, I keep crashing into things nearly. I'm not a big fan of big cities, I'll be honest. I've never been a big fan of big cities. I mean, they might be easier in the. Oh, look at that helicopter! He'll be reporting on the news of traffic on the I-45. That's a terrible accent. I do apologise. Take it all back. Galveston, transform. Anyway, I won't even be pronouncing it right, will I? It'll be something else. It'll be Galveston or something like that. Yeah, not big fan of big cities, realistically. Just a lot of people. I can never concentrate when there's that many people around. It's almost like a reverse claustrophobia. You know, there's too many people. The crowds are too much for me. I try and take it all in because I like to think that I'm at least relatively observant when I'm in a city. So I do kind of look around where I am and see where I'm at, and I kind of get overwhelmed by the numbers of people that I'm looking at. You can wait, bus. Still using my mirrors properly. Streaming through here. I have no idea where we are though. It's just a big spaghetti junction of places. Maybe this is Junction again. No, Junction was a little place, wasn't it? Or was it? I can't remember. Can't remember. Oh, it's a long time since I've only seen those sort of tacos earlier. This is the first time I've seen Donut Planet. I think that's brilliant. I'd love to have a company called Donut Planet. I think it'd be brilliant. Used to have a donut shop in my local town. You know, I think you can establish my local city is pretty small, but we used to have a donut shop. This is a number of years ago, and they used to get artisan donuts. So they used to make the donuts and they'd sprinkles all kinds of. Yeah, a place called Eat It Donuts. My wife it was Houston. My wife's just pointed out the name of it, but yeah, Eat It Donuts, and they used to have these artisan sort of donuts and sandwiches. They weren't massively expensive, but they were very sort of they were fancy sort of bits and pieces with different kinds of icing on it. You can just go away, car. Oh, look at that! That's the bay. The island of the village of Tika. Something like that? Or the Isle of Tika? What's that about? What's that then? I don't know what that is. Galveston. Look at that. Look at that sign for it. That's so cool. I'm liking this. Whoa! Peoples. A boat going through. Several boats going through. This game's really... It really is quite alive. It really is. But yeah, it was lovely artisan donuts. Quite like those. And they had artisan sandwiches as well. They were sort of, you know, these sort of specialists. But they weren't very expensive. It was really nice. I think they lasted a couple of years before they kind of... I guess they were charging too little for what they were doing and not getting the people through. They weren't on a very footfally place, though. That's the problem. I mean, it was okay, but they were next to a fairly, what you could call a major road. I'm coming off here. Galveston. So I've got 9 more places in Texas to find, and there is a place to alter my vehicle, by the way. So we will go there. A viewpoint, sorry, it's a viewpoint. I apologise. It's a viewpoint, and there's a place to alter my vehicle as well. So we'll go there. I'm on. Almost at our destination. That timing was brilliant. We're a bit later than we were meant to be. But we have made it. We have made it. I'm quite pleased. Look at the boats. Boat shop. Fantastic. Rather liking the tune that we're hitting it with. Beautiful. I think we'll go make a little alteration to the truck. We'll see how much money we've got after this, and we'll make some alterations. Here's the train tracks. Nothing here at the moment, which is good. I think Galveston sounds more like a GoBot than a transformer. I always missed the GoBots. I used to think GoBots were quite good, but that was because they were cheap. It's one of these really weird things. During the 80s, we got a lot of stuff from, or certainly, your local markets and all that. We got quite a lot of stuff from Japan and Hong Kong. And oh god, proper bouncy bit going across there. Port of Galveston. So we got a lot of stuff like that, and it I like the flashing light on it. It's just me. I like the flashing light on it. So we got a lot of sort of stuff from there. But we used to get GoBots quite cheaply. GoBots were cheaper than Transformers, and we also used to get things like Micromen, which is it Takashi? No, not Takashi. It's one that begins with T. Anyway, but they had they used to have there we go. This is going to be plenty of space to park this thing, I think. It's going to be a big old. Look at those boats. Look at those. Wow. Is that the Lanky Arthur? It's not the Lucky Arthur, it's the Lanky Arthur. That's hilarious. Right, handle the job. So we used to get quite a lot of those kind of sort of bits and pieces, but they're now worth quite a lot of money. That was what I was getting at. So we went from these kind of cheap, inexpensive things to these quite expensive, items that you can't get hold of now. Micromen being one of the big ones. I got the one I wanted a while ago, but it cost me about £50 for something that wasn't a £50 thing back in the day. It was like £1 off a market stall. I mean, and they just kind of en masse sort of sent them through. Of course, that wouldn't have been that easy. I'm looking at that parking spot going, this is going to be easy. They wouldn't make it that easy for me, would they? They really wouldn't. So, yeah, we're going to come through here. We'll use the space we've got to do things. So if I come through here at an angle, yeah, because they put that bit there, look, that just happened to be that spot. No other spot has. Oh, there's one further along. That's that one that way. No, so instead of letting me just drive it through nice and easily, oh, look at the sun's coming down and we're over these boats. Perfect timing though for this job. Perfect timing for this job. Alright, I'm going to head towards these guys over here. Stand there, drive over you. Only kidding. Let's have a look in the mirrors, see where we're at. Some metal. There we go. Reversing it backwards in with our trucks. Bit of parallel parking going on. It's not parallel parking, is it? It's reverse parking. Parallel parking is when you park on the edge of the road, you idiot. Yeah, that won't do. Okay, Hans supposed to knew that was going to happen. Oh, those are steel Ren bars, I'm guessing. You do have to go backwards and forwards a bit to kind of straighten your load up occasionally. So for instance, now I'm going to come forward a little bit, just to make sure that the truck itself is in the right angle. This is actually this truck's got the worst sort of turning angles on it. Really is awful for turning. It's the chassis though. I'm blaming myself for my chassis. I went with a longer sugar. Brain engage. I like the sun coming across the pipes and things. I did go with it's my own fault. I went with a larger chassis. I should have gone with a smaller one or a smaller frame, but I was just being clever at the time. I thought I was being clever anyway. Perfect. Let's have a little look. Absolutely spot on. That's actually really good. I'm happy with that. Pressing T, decoupling this thing, and we're getting off. Perfect. Oh, shoreline deliveries. I've not done that before. It's another achievement. Look down there, shoreline. Cool. Let's have a little look, see how we did. Oh, wow. I leveled up a whole one. So 39,000 for that run. I didn't realise it was going to be such a good run. Let's continue. I should be able to do some more skills. So until you fill out all these skills, and I can't remember what level it's at because I've done it on Euro Truck Simulator. But once you've filled out all these skills, you just kind of become elite, like very elite, something like that. But just as these kind of things fill out, you get rewards. So for instance, high value cargoes, they're worth more, increases the value of them. Higher reward, 20%, 25%, 30%. These ones are higher rewards for longer deliveries. So on deliveries up to 1,600 miles. I'm not going to do this one at the moment because, and I'll tell you why, because I'm not doing journeys that long during the game, so I've kind of maxed out what I want to be. So deliveries up to 1,000, whatever else it is. The rewards, well, no, I haven't actually, because it's just any delivery realistically. Deliveries anywhere gets an extra reward for distance longer than whatever else is. So longer than those particular things. So longer than 600, I get a little bit more money. But what I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to go for some more of these things up here, which gives me options, or the other option is to go with high value, because the high value is quite good. There's just in time as well, which gives you better rewards for finishing important deliveries. I think I might go with the high value, because the high values are quite good for this kind of thing. So let's apply that skill there. We are good. And now you get a few more upgrades available to you. So bits and pieces to go on the vehicles, wheels, genuinely, skirting panels, transmissions and other things. You know, different hot rider paintables. Yeah, so a few bits and pieces. And then you also get upgrades for your trailers, which I don't have many of anyway, but if I did, these would be the bits and pieces I got. You can actually look back across all the odds as you go. I quite like that they unlock some of these later on. It's quite nice. At least it gives you something to reason to carry on with the whole thing, that they're unlockables, so kind of doable. So what I'm going to do is, you see you've got this here. I want to pay off this bank loan. I want to get rid of this first bank loan. So we're going to go to the bank first, and we're going to pay off that one there. So we're going to repay that one, so we've got a lot less to deal with money wise, because it's adding unnecessary. It's a very high interest rate. It's just adding unnecessary stress to the business. So we can pay that one off, and it leaves us with about 45,000. So we'll pay that off. Yes. Yeah, about 45,000. So we've just got the one big one left, which is probably better. So we'll do that. We'll soon make some more money. But I want to go have a little look at upgrading this truck. So what we'll do is we'll go down the road from where we are in Galveston. I like Galveston. Looks nice. There's also a rather nice looking opportunity to do that as well. Sea Horizon. I want to take something from Sea Horizon now as well. So 2 miles down the road, we should be not too dark to do a little. Yeah, we're not. Look, it's nice. It's still bright. Let's go while we're still bright, because this will be nice. This will be a sort of a sexy flying over the overshot of the whole thing. So let's go do that. Oh, I didn't realise it actually carried crates around. It does actually carry them around. So we'll go down the road to Galveston, then we'll go sort out this truck a little bit, because it needs either a bigger tank or something else, because absolutely dry the tank already. It's 600 miles. My car can do 600 miles. I know trucks will do more, but my car could do 600. My car can do 710 if you drive it sensibly. So mind you, saying that, my tank on my car is 70 litres, and it's always scary when I go to fill it up. It's not a pleasant experience. It has been with the price of diesel and things like that. We have had experiences where it has been as high as about UK wise about 120 pounds to fill. In fact, 125 once I filled it up for, which I guess in dollars is exactly the same at this moment in time, pretty much. Maybe a few dollars more, so $130, say, it'll be about the same. So to fill up the engine, it's a tad expensive. I filled it the other day, and it was still 3 figures. I was not happy. But I guess that's my own fault for running it to the reserve. Only because I always feel like you should empty your car before you actually fill it up again, because otherwise you're just kind of putting money there sitting doing nothing. So why fill it when it's whatever else is? What everybody else do with filling? Do everybody else fill that kind of way? Do they all? Or do you always kind of keep them always topped up? As I say, I always run it to the reserve and then go to my local station. That's my kind of approach to it. This is where we're going to sleep though, down here, where they got a Wi-Fi and a pool. Don't know what he's waiting for. There's no traffic lights here. Oh god. We have idiotic driving going on. Look at this. What's he going to do? Drive into it again? He is going to try and drive into it. Come on, what are you doing? There's trouble up ahead. There's trouble ahead. Come on, policeman. There's trouble ahead. He's reversed out the way now to cross the road. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this other one on there as well to make Bobster happy. Sorry, Bobster. Apologies for another episode where it's there, but I'm convinced you can only buy one. You technically should be able to buy two. You must be able to buy two. There's a whole load of blinking lights going on ahead. That's a long way to get there, by the way. The sun is setting, but it's still quite a beautiful day. Come on, trucks, cars. Oh, wow. Did you see that? I don't know what's going on, but I'm going through it all. Bye. Oh, look, this is a proper old school yard. Look at this. I want to go to this thing first. I want to go to this. Before the light fails. Here we go. Stop the engine. You ready? Viewpoint. City of Galveston. Oh wow! It's on the water. Ah, it's stunning. I like the houses. I guess the houses are on stilts because they obviously flood. Don't see that very often. Houses on stilts. Don't see them in the UK. We should have houses on stilts in some of these flood areas. They build things. There's the graveyard. It's kind of nice to see it at dusk. Good job I didn't do it at night. I hate doing these at night. Because you do them at night and you don't really get a good see of thing. There's a statue at the back there. Look at the back. It's very cool. Oh, wow. Honor, courage. I'm going to assume that's courage. Wonder that's to commemorate. Wow. I didn't expect that. And sort of troll through the whole thing. Sid Sherman, Massachusetts. I missed some of the detail there of Sid Sherman, but there's Sid. I'd like to think that some of this is all factually correct. I don't know whether it is. You know, some of the details that they put on signs like that. Wow. Getting a proper overview of this city. It's flying everywhere. Got the drone out. Digitally, that is, of course. Wow. Well, I like that. I want to get something from Horizon, though. That looks like a cool place as well. Okay, and into here. On the wrong side of the road. It's fine. We're going in. Paper price. Page Paper Price. That is some name for a company. Wow, look at this. I like it. I can tell this is going to be a good place to go. Press enter and we'll do some repairs. Right, okay. So, I don't want to know how much this is going to cost. 7 grand. Company insurance. Company insurance. I didn't know we had company insurance. So I only pay company insurance. I didn't know we had company insurance. Where's that come from? Has anybody seen that before? So I pay 1,000. I'll pay that. Company insurance goes up a little bit, I guess, as you go along. Well, that's new to me. I don't know where the company insurance comes from. Is this because I've got let's see. I don't know. I don't know why that is. That one? Oh, I can have another front mirror. Thanks, Bobster. Sorry about that for not putting it on earlier. Right, let's have a look at the chassis here. Because the chassis are the ones where I've got the fuel. That is the one there. My God. I can't believe that I only chose one with 140 gallons. That's tiny. Even the 2 one, which is smaller, is 140 gallons. That's tiny. You've got 100. I've got a 200 at there with a medium. That says it's short. Is that short? Would you call that short? I guess it's probably short because it's meant. If you had the sleeper unit on the back there, that would be, I suppose, normal size. This accessory is not compatible with the Deer cab. To install it, you'd need to remove it. Would you like to remove it? Yes. Oh my God. All of a sudden, I've got a Lone Star without the Deer cab. And I can afford that, can't I? To pay $37,000. Get a refund from a current cab. $37,000 to pay. I think we're gonna go for it. I've actually got a cab I can stay in. Oh wow. Oh, things are changing, people. I've got 37,000. I've got a little bit left over. I don't know what that's gonna mean for the. Oh, I'm excited. Got my bed. Look. A little window to open. Never been so excited in my life. I wonder if I can get an accessory on here. Oh yeah. Well, it's Valentine's Day, so certainly when I'm recording this. So let's have a piston one. Let's have a. No, we got another blanket. No. Gonna go with the beige one. Nothing else really fits. Sleeping bag? No. Can I afford this one? Can I afford the beige one? Yeah, I can. Right, I'm gonna do that as well. And what's the back panel got? Hockey stick, guitar, fishing bag. That's massive. I don't want that. Guitar. Can't play guitar. Can't play hockey. I think that's a bit too much. I'll be honest. That's a tad too much. As much as I love it. Can I see anything else in here? Now I won't be able to see the back anymore. But I've got that second mirror. There you go, Bobster. We've got the mirrors. We're all good. Finally got the other mirror. Air filters, the default ones. Yeah. Dashboard set. We've got that already. We've got the burger stack. We've got our burgers. We've got our coffees. We've got one in each, which is what we've got. We're going to stick with the combi steering wheel because I like that one. You got these other ones which are like steel carbon, but I don't really want that. I'll stick with the combi. Right, okay. I'm going to confirm my order. Well, this truck has just had an upgrade, people. It's just had a major upgrade. I hope I can afford the bill. Oh my goodness. Let's have a little look. We've had an upgrade. She's looking good. Just get that sunlight on there. Let's press F3. She looks lush. Oh, I like it. Is there a window on the other side? Yeah, there is. It's got 2 windows now. Actually, can stay over places. This is brilliant. And I've got a larger tank. Of course, it's going to burn through that faster because we got bits and pieces. But it doesn't matter. We've got $6,000 in the bank, which is enough to pay off the loan for 1 week. For 1 day, should I say? Because it's daily, isn't it? They're still broken. We're going to drive down the road and we're going to go to that place to stay. That's brilliant. Look at this lot going off. I don't care. I've got my Lone Star is looking absolutely super. That's me being very British, wasn't it? Super marvellous. Extremely British. Right. Come on, we're on go. Oh, I'm really pleased. So now I can actually properly stay in my cab. The day cabs are always nice, but it's a good job the services are really good in the US. They've got really good services. There'll be plenty of motels to stay over. Look at this though. This is the traffic density raising its ugly head. Nope, swallowed something the wrong way there. We're going to see if there's some coffee left. Yep, there's just a touch of coffee left. Am I on go? No, I'm not on go. Ambulances are very, very box vanny, aren't they? I don't mean that in a bad way, but they seem to look very box vanny. In the UK, they're more a one-piece type thing rather than. Everybody seems to be stuck in this game. It's really weird. I'm going to fill this beast up, by the way. Let's fill it up. It needs a bit of diesel before we start any next journey. It's got the 240 litre or gallon, should I say? 240 gallon. At least the gallons are cheap here. God, I wish it was this cheap in the UK. Here we go, filling it up. $1,000, yeah, that'll do nicely. Let's start it up and let's go around the back here to park. I guess I can park in front of that truck. That says I can just park there, to be honest. Bring it straight. Turn the engine off. Let's go outside. It's not really straight, is it? It's terrible. We'll park at the awful junction that we are. Let's push the button. Perfect timing for a perfect day. Couldn't ask for better. My truck looks so cool. I just love the face on it. It's just, it does. I really like that. Oh, I like the air intakes. I hadn't noticed them. Look at those. On the side there. Those sort of like little open sort of cylindrical things. Those are obviously my air intakes. That is so cool. Oh, I'm loving that truck. Right, okay. I've been your host, Real Journey Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.